slight bit of tension on the wire. And it becomes reasonably rigid. Well, reasonably. That won't pass muster if I'm using long lengths of it, but hey, I'm only cutting off short lengths to make the fencing uprights. I don't know how much of that we got on screen, so I'll try it again. I just fit one end of my wire in the vise, the other end of my wire in the chuck of my drill, and the wire itself needs to come out of the chuck in the centre, or else it wobbles backwards and forwards as it's spinning and breaks off. But of course, if you put the wire down the centre of the chuck, it doesn't grip because there's that small gap in the middle of the chuck faces. So let's try it again. Gradual tension on the wire, directly in line. Oh, it broke off. How much twist did I get? It's finished up a bit wavy, which means I haven't really got as much twist in there as I need. And give it some more twists. Gradual tension. That's better. How much twist? It's hard to know, it's very subjective. I think let's try this again. I also discovered when you're feeling the wire like this, if you can feel there's a sharp kink in it, it really isn't any good to use it, because that's the point it's going to break when it's halfway through twisting. So that's a neat test I had to discover for myself. That was just yesterday. I could feel there was a break there and I didn't pay any attention to it. As soon as I pressed the trigger on the drill, bingo, I lost 6 inches of the wire, which again doesn't really matter, but you just got to mount it up again in the chuck and the vise till it tension on the wire. That's better. That was a long blip, which I think has turned out, well, again, you see, it makes a liar of me. When you look at it closely, there's small waves. So I don't know. If I do this long enough, I suppose I'll figure out which works and which doesn't work. I have here some pieces of fencing that I finished a number of weeks ago that are just sort of sitting on my bench waiting for me to do something with them. I think they look reasonably well. You can see the slight green tinge there. It started out as tulle, but I've, as I say, laid the tulle over the top of this, the various copper wires, and whether that will come to be usable is for the future. Next week, next month, next year, I don't know. It's been a while now, so it'll be a bit longer.